Well, I respect that.
Here's my last thing about the Super Mario Brothers in the movie thing. At least the Super Show, the rendition, the character of Mario, I thought was great in the cartoon. Like voice, like he was a guy who was getting shit done all the time. He was always in charge. Like something bad would happen in the cartoon, he wasn't like, oh, it's me. He was like, Luigi, we gotta go stop the guy.
Yeah, we gotta go
fix this shit. The kingdom's in the, like,
and I mean, it must have been nice, like as a kid, to have like a strong Italian role model.
Totally,
I like that.
I was gonna say he sounded like an Italian plumber oughta.
A guy who would take charge and get stuff done. And his brother, he was okay, but he's like, oh no, Mario, I don't know what to do. And
God damn it, Luigi.
Yeah, like, Luigi, just come and kiss her. Give her a kiss. And that was so much better.
Hey, get out of here.
Yeah, the dumb shit that they put in the games. Who did Luigi? It was some other dude. It wasn't Captain Lou. He was paired with some other guy.
He was. It was just.
In the live action part?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if he was a name.
Captain Lou didn't do the voice in the cartoon, did he?
I don't know.
I don't think he did.
I feel like he could have.
Isn't that stuff all on Netflix?
A lot of it was. Or a lot of it was readily available online in some legal way.
The good news is there's only really 10 frames of animation that they just kind of recycled for the rest of it.
I don't know. There was that Donkey Kong cartoon they did before that. Years before.
There's a Frogger cartoon.
Yeah, it was
too.
all part of like the same. It was like a Power Hour or whatever. That was like they were shorts, all most of them. So it'd be like Donkey Kong, Cubert, Frogger.
I remember Donkey Kong cereal, but not Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
They released one episode of the Pac-Man Show for free on the Xbox.
I have that,
and I have that in a stunning 1080p.
Right. Wow!
And holy, like how little care went into the creation of that. Like I know a lot of kids' entertainment, they go fast and loose sometimes, but holy shit, watching that show now, I was blown away.
I still feel like the ghosts in Pac-Man, when they go back to that little place, are just opening that closet and they're grabbing a new ghost skin and then they come back out. That's canon, right?
Did you guys grab that episode?
Mesmeron is going to show up in the next Pac-Man game. Finally,
did you grab that episode of Looney Tunes that was on Xbox Live in 1080?
Yep.
Like that holds up. That looks. The animation.
Well, that's because that's well done. Whatever. Even the South Park episode looks good and clean.
Well, but that's done on computers. That scales up. But I'm saying like this like 70-year-old cartoon that had a lot of love and care put into it.
Oh yeah, no, it's not that they couldn't make it look good.
I'm just saying the stuff
they didn't.
I'm just saying it makes you realize how fucking awful that stuff from the 80s actually was.
Well, it was just such an assembly line, I'm sure, compared to whatever the Looney Tunes process
remember,
was.
like Hanna-Barbera kind of happened in between those two things.
Right,
And that's a big factor in fucking up all cartoons ever. I was talking to someone. I was talking to someone this weekend about
the Chan Clan.
I was talking to someone this weekend about all of the stuff like that. All of the there is an incredible Wikipedia page to be looked at and then to have your afternoon lost in of cartoons based on primetime TV shows. And holy shit, stuff that I did not know existed. I think the biggest win of all of that is The Partridge Family 2200 AD.
That's pretty good.
That sounds really good.
It is the Partridge Family in a Jetsons-like far-flung future where they ride around in a giant fucking spaceship that still has painted all crazy like the fucking Partridge Family bus.
That's pretty good. How was that a long run?
Yes, it went on for years and years.
It's still.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's how Danny Bonaducci gets his fucking paper these days.
Man, I don't know. That's a
There was that
past.
Rubik's Cube cartoon.
Was it magical? Like Rubik's was not a character.
No,
used it?
the cube had feet and
really?
Yeah, talk and stuff like that. And it was like a Latino family
that
was hanging out with the Rubik's Cube, with the talking Rubik's Cube.
I remember that.
While we're on the topic, I would also just like to confirm for everyone that the Garbage Pail Kids movie does not stand up either.
Speaking of live action,
yes, that's another.
I don't think that was good then. So
no,
when was that made? 80s?
Yeah, 87.
I never saw that.
It was terrible.
It was really fucking
had
bad.
a ton of Garbage Pail Kids.
It was terrible.
Never saw that
and
movie.
I loved Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah,
I did too, but I had no desire to ever see a movie based on. And by the time the movie came out, I felt like I'd probably already moved on.
I was just young enough that it was still right in my wheelhouse.
Second series to seventh series. Any cars that came out after seventh series, not interested.
I think even that's pushing it.
It is.
That's kind of pushing it.
I don't remember liking it much past 3 or 4.
third was the one where it broke wide.
Three was the breakout.
Just like DDR third mix.
Yeah.
That's where it got good.
Well, so when was it when they changed the banner? Was that 4 or 5? I think that was.
I don't remember.
I feel like it was later than that.
It was pretty soon. I want to say it was probably 5.
Also, I didn't know that I knew anything that I just talked about. Like, seriously had no idea that I could have even said any of those things to you just now.
And Luigi, at least in the live action stuff on the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, was played by Danny Wells, who played the Charlie the bartender on The Jeffersons.
Is he still alive?
Oh, that's where I knew him from.
For no one's point of reference.
Great. Jefferson's cartoon was really good. They were in the Stone Age.
That, from the stuff that I was looking at,
Moving on up to this.
that could have happened.
Yeah.
From these sort of outlandish, like, stupefying, I can't believe anyone ever said, yeah, this is how we capitalize on the popularity of this thing.
Man, that's the real bummer about what Cartoon Network has become. Cartoon Network started out just with a back catalog of weird old shit.
Right, it was just like, we have all these fucking Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
And then they grew
air 'em all
into
day.
this other thing, and that's great. And then at some point they were like, well, we've become this weird thing now where we're showing our own stuff. And so
make
clearly
Boomerang.
we need to start Boomerang and just show old shit all the time. And now Boomerang doesn't even show
Oh, it's like
old
MTV and
cartoons most
VH1,
of the
right?
time.
Yeah, totally.
It is the exact thing.
It's like TV Land,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
which now there's a whole channel for TV Land that does not show old TV shows.
Really?
Yeah, they have original programming that's like in the style of,
Oh, wow. So
which
it's
means
just
just like
Bewitched?
crappy fucking low budget sitcoms.
Isn't that what was it? Hot in Cincinnati. It's what
Yeah,
right.
That's where that is.
Is that what that's called? Something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. No, it's Hot in Cleveland.
Hot in Cleveland. That's a TV Land joint.
I want to say.
What is that?
Anyway, it's a fucking show. I don't know.
But yeah, that's there. It seems like there used to be a place where you could catch weird, like these one-off, like short-run cartoons in different
Saturday
ways.
morning, my house.
It's kind of baffling
like
to
C-Lab
me.
2020. Like Boomerang would occasionally show the proper episodes of C-Lab.
I remember
and I
watching-
didn't see any of those until after C-Lab had
Yeah.
come on. So be like, oh, this is even better. This is so much funnier having that knowledge going into these old-ass cartoons.
Like my knowledge of like Johnny Quest and Speed Racer, like all that stuff came from stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have had that exposure. And it seems extra crazy because I feel like there's, that much more broadcasting time to fucking fill at this point.
Right. Yeah.
It's
not stuff that you would want to. It's not stuff that's prominent enough that it would be worth Netflix's time to go and negotiate for it, probably. And it's not stuff that would sell enough to warrant being issued on DVD. So it seems like it would be perfect for this thing that's like, it's like just an occasional piece on television. Like throw it on, why not?
Can't make money on it.
I guess there's just no way to make money on that. I don't know.
Even the worst original stuff is probably better than syndicating old stuff.
It is the low rent NES game
Well, it's also
equivalent
just-
where if it was part of a subscription package, you'd be stoked to have this wide variety of content, but trying to sell it to you for one episode at a time, you'd be like, fuck that.
Well, it's also just aging out of syndication. There was a time of like there were the shows that were in syndication when I was a kid that 5 years later
Gilligan's
were not.
Island, Andy Griffith.
Yeah, exactly.
On all the time. MASH.
Yep.
Now it's I don't know. It's 30 Rock and Scrubs, and it's Always
Seinfeld's
Sunny in
still
Philadelphia.
somewhere.
That's all I see syndicated now. So
Yeah.
times have changed.
Oh, Thundar.
Whatever.
How we miss you.
Thundar was awesome, man. Sometimes there were cars. Those horses looked all fucking crazy. Ookla the Mock.
Thundar was Gleep and Glop, right?
Yep.
Nah.
Wait, because there's another
Thundar
one.
the Barbarian?
There's
Yeah.
another one I
Yeah.
get confused
I
with.
want to say that's where Gleep and Glob come from. Gleep and Gloop?
No, they were
'Cause there's-
they
who's
were
the-
on like a show
Who's
with kids.
Jan-
They were on a
Yeah, there was a family.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm with you. I always get it confused. Thundar had the buddy on the horse,
he
the
had
monster.
he had the Chewbacca looking dude.
Right.
And Ariel, who was the woman. And they had
Okay.
horses.
Yeah,
And they
okay.
rode through.
And then
this
the other one was like the Rock-
post-apocalyptic.
was it?
The only thing I remember
cities.
about Thundar was Acid Rain.
Yeah,
and
yes.
domes that were always broken, glass domes that they
Yeah.
always traveled to.
Everything
What was
was
the other?
already
The
super
Rockloids? The Rocknoids?
The
or
Rock Lords.
No.
That was the GoBots thing.
the
Yeah. Yes.
The Herculoids.
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 Sure.
There you go.
And the
That's
SHMOO.
your-
the SHMOO was part of the Herculoids, wasn't it?
No.
This is weird because this is actually stuff that is technically before all our time, but it was on television a little bit still.
Wait,
That's all 70s stuff from like early 70s stuff or something, right?
I don't know where the SHMOO fits in.
I don't think the SHMOO fits in.
Making shit up.
No, the SHMOO is real.
Yeah.
The SHMOO is real.
Whatever you guys want to say.
SHMOO it was like a slime. It was a big.
Yeah.
It was like
he was kind of like
yeah.
Gleep and Gloop.
Yeah. But he was pink or blue or light blue or
he was-
something,
he
right?
was white.
Oh, was he white?
He was white.
Was the SHMOO part of the Herculoids?
No, the SHMOO was not part of the Herculoids.
Was he part of like
What about
Scooby-Doo?
Jabberjaw?
Yeah.
Why did he talk like Curly from the Three Stooges? Who thought that was a good idea?
Because the Three Stooges episodes of Scooby-Doo did really well.
Fair enough. All right, yeah. I'll accept that
You'll
answer.
accept that logic? Yeah.
Oh God!
Is
You
that
don't
good
want to
enough?
even. Brad pulled up a picture of the SHMOO.
I had to.
That thing is frightening.
I had to. You look so happy.
Why does he have a mustache?
It's like
I
a
know.
white grimace.
That's not just a mustache. Those are whiskers.
I'm the Rap Game's White Grimace.
Yo, rap game, white grimace.
AKA the SHMOO.
I'll accept White Grimace. I'll take that.
Is anybody using DJ SHMOO?
Not until just now.
Taking it.
Man.
Oh,
Old stuff.
right?
So much better than new stuff.
For reasons we can't articulate,
Yeah.
but we just know deep down.
No, deep down, it's not the way it used to be.
Some alternate timeline split. That stuff was super popular, and we're all talking
See,
about.
that's not what I.
Someone's going to grow up and go, man, Gears of War, those were the days.
I don't think that in like, gosh, those were the days kind of ways. I think more of like, I wonder if there's anything that was like deeply disturbing and offensive in my youth that still holds that value today. Like if as everything gets more extreme, you feel like, well, the newest thing has to be the most horrible thing, right?
Yeah. That's
As far as
proven
your-
time and time again that's yes. We need to find
That pop culture-
new lows.
Yeah, exactly. Is constantly lowering the barrier there. So I
I
wonder.
don't
if
think that's true because like you go back and watch things like Labyrinth, The Dark Crystal, like that shit's way more fucked up than what kids are
But
exposed
that's like
to these days.
that's like way more fucked up in like a relatively mature way. I think we're talking like
garbageness.
okay.
yeah, like
about
The
like-
extremes of everything.
Yeah, not like, oh, that was kind of disturbing because it went in a weird direction, but more of just like this is crass and cynical and
like think about
like jaded.
think
Like
about
stuff that was-
Marilyn Manson.
Okay. I don't want to.
how terrifying he seemed to parents in the mid '90s, and then by about like '98, like what a
Like, it was
fucking
just, like,
cartoon
super
he was.
hilarious.
Did he have his own cartoon? I bet he did.
I would watch. I'd
It
rather
was him,
watch.
It was him and the SHMOO.
And they always had to save
I bet
Trent Reznor.
Marilyn Manson could speak at length and intelligently about the SHMOO.
I bet.
He wrote a big essay for Grantland about it.
Except on the show, it was Twiggy SHMOO.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Think about how much more extreme. So that's yes. Think about how much more extreme White Zombie or Rob Zombie sounds compared to what was really scary metal in the 70s. And not that like Rob Zombie is some big scary guy, but like even now you look at it and go like, Rob Zombie is just some knucklehead.
Well, one time-
he's done enough interviews that you're just like,
one time-
that's
one
Kind of those homeless.
Parents were afraid of Kiss
right, yeah.
because they looked like devils.
At one point, parents were afraid of the Insane Clown Posse,
Oh, yeah.
and some of them rightfully probably still should.
Yeah,
be.
that's warranted.
Different reasons, though.
Yeah, different reasons. Like,
Like-
they actually are stealing
Well,
our
yes.
children to form some kind of bad army. Bad army of people that are just going to buy all this merchandise
And
and
that
make us
secretly
broke.
really love Jesus.
Yeah, right. Yes, but we'll still get all these tattoos and still be naked all the time.
And throw feces up on stage.
Yeah, why not?
Oh.
Why not?
and have children out of wedlock.
That's just
That's just life.
Oh, okay.
Day to day, man.
America.
back in the 70s when no one was having kids out of wedlock. Am I right?
Hey, man, Knights in Satan service. They made it happen.
That's not what it. All right. Fuck Kiss. They were always terrible.
Oof.
Oh, they got a couple good songs.
I'm not
Yes.
going to sit here and defend Kiss.
I'm not either.
I'm not sure if there is like an artist or series of artists or a genre that holds that. I feel like nowadays that's things like Facebook and like there are other things.
Facebook is the new Kiss.
in a way.
Welcome to the Kiss
Right?
Army.
Like it's this thing that parents don't understand that kids are lost in and
Yeah.
Wait, Facebook?
Nah,
no,
well,
I just mean more like
Facebook,
privacy, like social like
Snapchat.
Yeah.
yeah. Stuff that's just like there's no way for them to
but
understand.
At one point,
so they
Facebook
assign
was
it as
that.
evil.
Now Facebook's not even that anymore.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh,
now
there's more parents than
Snapchat
kids
and
on Facebook.
Way more devious things.
Gene Simmons is on Facebook.
Kids installing
Talking about-
Grindr. Where does it end?
Snapchat's actually pretty clever.
Yeah.
And actually,
I don't know.
it is actually saving teens from their
Yeah,
Their own
it's like
idiocy.
a good reminder of just
I
like,
don't
you know,
think that.
Or you think it's more of like, You're saying because it's so temporal, because it's done?
Yes.
But
It's better to train them to do that than...
and then, the thing is you can take a screenshot at any point of the screen, but then the app lets the person who sent the photo know that they did that.
Wow.
So it's like, hey, they took a screen grab of this photo.
boy.
Yeah.
And you're like, shit.
smart.
So that's smart because you don't fuck up twice on that. You have a good reminder like, oh,
I shouldn't send my dick around.
I shouldn't have done that.
I bet they do fuck up more than once.
Sure.
Sure. But at least like it's a piece of software that is engineered to respond to like bad social habits when you're dumb and not thinking about it.
I don't know. I signed up for Snapchat and have not gotten any nudes yet.
Are they just supposed to start showing up?
I thought that's how it was supposed to work.
You just throwing that out there, just letting people know.
I don't remember.
I haven't gotten
Let
any
people
nudes
know.
yet.
Let people know your username.
Yet. I don't remember what it is. I when I updated my phone, I lost the login and just deleted it. So,
Bummer. Back to chat roulette, I guess.
yep. Yeah, that's guaranteed.
Especially these days.
Something bad there. Something.
I think it's still
Yeah, like
exists.
what is chat roulette now? Oh, geez.
We're going